Yeah, they're like, oh, it's just entertainment, bro. Why are you thinking about it so deep? No, why are you into it so much?
Why is there so many people of ethnic black and brown descendants that are this entertainment that we have so much?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Our people are in the circus, right, that are performing. The people who aren't performing are either outside the circus or watching from the Tron because they can't afford to be in, or all the other people who are watching it, they're the ones with the real money.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I feel like it's so backward, us as a people. It's like, we're actors and athletes and influencers, and we put out nothing but trying funny, goofy stuff that just really downplays. There's nothing that we could really be prideful in. And then other ethnicities are just looking at us like, well, look at black people. It's either they're entertainers, like clowns in the circus, or they're outside the circus being bums and, you know what I'm saying, and not helping the community. It's like, when are we gonna make that shift?
You see, that's a great point that you bring up. And to add to that, it's sad because we have the talent. We always talk about the
talent and the intellect.
Exactly. We always talk about how much of a, how much pride we have on being black when it comes to, oh, this basketball player doing this and this singer doing this and this rapper doing this. Like I love my roots, don't get me wrong. We are very amazing people in terms of doing incredible things. You understand what I'm saying? I feel as though the mindset behind it, like, okay, we can do these incredible things, but how can we capitalize off it? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, Derrick Rose made a good point. Like, it's a circus. It wouldn't be that bad of a circus if it was our circus, right? You understand what I'm saying?
True. And that's my whole point too. It's like, it's okay if we're also in the audience.
Exactly.
It's okay if we're the manager.
If we're the conductor
of the circus.
Yes.
Exactly. That's okay, because we could say what flies and what doesn't fly. But that's the problem that we have right now. We're not. It's people, it's other ethnicities, other ethnic groups, right? We're not gonna get canceled, but we know they start with the J, right? It's these groups of people that are in positions of power. And it's like a smoke and mirror. Like, we think, oh, these actors and these entertainers, right, they have free will, but if you really think about it, they can't just say what they want to say whenever they want to.
And then
that's not free will.
I know every young, melanated person, a lot of their mindsets is, oh, I want to be a hooper, I want to be a rapper. You understand what I'm saying? Some young ladies might want to be a model or an actress or whatever the case may be. But it's like, if you think about it, there's so many stories that tell you those people are not happy. They had to make certain sacrifices, or they had to abide by this contract, and they're not able to do certain things. So it's like we were saying earlier off camera, some people got to where they are in not so good ways. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to make those are the wrong sacrifices in some cases. Not trying to get too conspiracy not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but really what I'm trying to say is, like, y'all don't understand as far as the mindset behind it. Like, I feel like we don't understand as people that the mind, man, the way that the mind works, we don't even realize that we're in the circus. I want y'all to watch the movie Hunger Games, and this what got me to see it even deeper. In the movie Hunger Games, they have a whole entire agenda as far as selecting people from different bureaus to fight in what we could call as a circus, right? Only one survivor and things like that. And it's like all the people from the different bureaus, you understand what I'm saying? They see what's going on. But to me, in my opinion, the one, I forget the name of it. I wish I would have researched it a little more. But for all those who watch Hunger Games, y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the fight is held at in the arena, it's similar to America, right? Because all the people are dressed up in fancy clothes and whatnot, right? And they're all about, the fight. Because the propaganda behind it is a good thing. They don't understand. They didn't even know that they was hand selecting people, and the other people were living in impoverished like lifestyles. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, that's what America is. America doesn't understand all the things that are going on, and we don't understand that our attention span is being like, that's bad. It's dangerous. You understand what I'm saying? We're tuning into this thing. We don't even know how dangerous it is. You understand what I'm saying? There's so much going on behind the scenes. People in other countries suffering, and we don't, I know that's a whole nother topic, but we don't even We're not even privy to that.
That's
We're just so
true.
much in our own, what we like to do. And I feel like it comes from being comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? We conform to certain things, just like you were saying with some of the women who popped their balloon, is because monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said, and also as far as what we talked about off camera with D Rose, we feel as though in the black community, there's not a lot to look up to.
Yeah.
So what we do look up to is the things that we see people making money from.
And it's so negative. A lot of it is so negative, bro.
Yeah, which is the entertainment industry, which is being a rapper or a ball player. You understand what I'm saying? Those are great things. I mean, if you have the skill, say, hey, man, shoot for the stars. But all we're trying to paint the picture is to show y'all, like, there's other things that we can do. You understand what I'm saying?
And I think, too, what it is, bro, is that very similar to what D Rose said about how, just in that conversation, how, like, we don't have, us as black people, we don't have a lot of things to be prideful in. I think it's also that we don't have a lot of examples. You see what I'm saying? Like, you growing up in a neighborhood that's impoverished, right? All your family, nobody's ever either went to college or nobody's ever cracked over 60K a year or six figures, right? Like, so you don't think that there's any hope because you've never seen any hope. You see what I'm saying? You've never seen an example of somebody getting out. Okay. All you've seen is, the rappers who come from a community like you make it out. So that's why you think that's the only way. Or hoopers that come from a community like you make it out through that way. So that's why you think that's the only way. But you don't see this doctor who used to live in Chicago and now they went to college and from there they started working their nursing job. And after that, then they moved to somewhere nicer, maybe a nicer place in Illinois, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not from, those examples exist, those models exist, but we don't see them so much. So people don't think, I can't be a doctor and, work my way up to start making six figures and live that long life, or be an engineer, or be a tech. You see what I'm saying? It's all the examples that we have is the examples that people try and emulate and become, and those aren't the best examples.
I agree. And I disagree with D Rose as far as him saying there's not enough examples out there. I would say there's not enough exposure out there.
That's what it is.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're there. That's why they're there. We just don't see them.
100%. Because David Stewart is one of them. He's the richest black man in America. This man has over $11 billion. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't even know his name. Why not? Because we're so in tune with the Jay-Z's and the Kanye West and the LeBron James, and those are great men.
Tyler Perry,
those are great men, I mean, to a certain extent. However, there is greater men of higher stature who has done it in a business-like way or in another category that's not so much, that doesn't have so much stigma behind it in terms of us only being able to be successful in that entertainment industry. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel as though if people just realize that, number one, we can do whatever we want to do because the human mind is literally infinite. You understand what I'm saying? We have to realize that, number one. And then number two, stop believing in the lie that we are inferior. No, we're not inferior. We have the capability. There's no excuse. I'm so sorry. And this is coming to a closing. But there is no excuse out there for anybody who's listening. We're living in 2024. You have the internet and YouTube and everything at the hands of you, literally in your hands, right? So it's like there's no room for excuse. So I just want everybody out there who's listening to realize, like, you your greatest enemy at the end of the day. And whether it be you trying to get to your highest purpose or you trying to find a partner and some of the things that we talked about, I mean, hey man, it all starts with the man or the woman in the mirror. You understand what I'm saying? And then the mindset behind it, like we talked about
accountability. Taking that accountability. You gotta, sometimes it gets to a point where if you don't see examples around you, you gotta put those examples in your face. You actually gotta start looking them up. You gotta start Googling, like, okay, what other ways of making money? What other ways of getting ahead? What other ways of, developing not only your mindset, your physique, your spirituality. You feel me? I feel like as black people, especially the younger generation, we're very off balance. And I think our specific group, like people around our age, if you're doing the work properly, right, we're on a good track. But the problem is that it's just a small group of people from what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's still a small group of people. Like, there's change happening, right? Where people are, I don't even want to say woke, people are becoming more conscious of themselves and right or wrong things, the proper way of thinking about things. Because the thing about it, right, success leaves clues, but failure leaves clues as well.
100%.
Now we're seeing these people who maybe made it to the mountaintop now fall and crumble like, you know, get their foundation, you know, breaking down from underneath it because they didn't get to the mountaintop the right way.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So now people are seeing, okay, now I know where that path leads. Let me try and find another one. You see what I'm saying? We're seeing these rappers now overdose, right? We're seeing these athletes end their career and they're still broke after they end their career. Like, we're actually able to see, and now we know because of the internet that this is happening compared to back in the day where an athlete would retire, he just disappears. You don't know that he's broke. Right. A lot of athletes retire broke.
100%.
A lot of rappers, they only do rap until they go bust and they're not investing into other things. And a lot of these rappers, they see these rappers that you could say are failures, so now they're investing into things and they're telling other people, other generations to invest in things. Some rappers, not all, but some. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to do the right steps. So, you know, just like with everything, bro, change is going to take time to happen.
I agree.
But hey, as long as we just keep putting in the work and, you know, being the example, you feel me?
Yeah, and I'll conclude with this. I just want us to escape the circus, honestly. Facts. You can call it the Matrix, you can call it whatever. Like, I want us to escape the circus and realize, like,
we gotta realize we're in one.
Yeah, like even being so in tune to sports to where you get your whole day is ruined. That your sports team lives, like, that's so crazy. Like, they have that much hold over you. Like, I get it. I'm a Steelers fan, you know. I like the Celtics too, but hey man, I get a little mad, but I don't really get into all that. But I want us to escape the circus as a whole and focus on those things of substance. You understand what I'm saying? Last point. What Derrick Rose was saying, he mentioned this point right here. He said, who knows of a gladiator? Does anyone even know what the term gladiator is? Probably not. But if you do, you can't name one gladiator. His point was, in 100, 200 years, who's going to know what LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Derrick Rose? Those names are going to be forgotten. So basically, in this entertainment industry, in this circus act, it's like, it's fun and games for now, it's entertaining for now. But what substance is that holding? What are you leaving? What is that leaving behind?
What leaving behind? Yeah,
what is it leaving behind if people are going to forget about you? So we want to leave y'all with that question, man. Are you too in tune with your cell phone? Are you too in tune with the game that's going on? Are you too in tune with the whole music, rap beef, and whatever is going on in the entertainment industry? Ask yourself, what could you be doing differently that's actually proactive, that could be leaving something behind as far as a legacy? And we'll leave that question to y'all, but other than that, go ahead, let's close it, my brother.
With that being said, until the next episode, all right, it's your host, Hugh Huncho, and we out.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Peace.